Good morning. It's Alex with your Main Street briefing for Wednesday, July 1st. Today, minimum wages jump in more than 20 places. New state laws hit your menu and your pricing, and a North American trade pact comes up for review. 3 stories, 5 minutes, done. Start with payroll, because the floor moved overnight. As of today, minimum wages rise in more than 20 cities and states. Alaska goes to $14 an hour. Oregon's Portland Metro climbs to $16.80, Washington, D.C. moves to $18.40, and San Francisco hits $19.61. In California, many healthcare workers jump to $25 an hour. Why you care? If you employ hourly workers in any of these areas, your labor costs changed this morning, and so did your overtime math and tip credit calculations, because a higher base lifts time and a half for everyone affected. What to watch? Update your payroll system today and rerun your overtime rates, so an employee working a holiday shift this weekend gets paid at the new rate, not last month's. Story 2. New state laws take effect today, and 2 of them change how you display prices and run your dining room. Connecticut now requires advertised prices to include mandatory fees, so your listed price has to be the all-in price, taxes excluded. Connecticut also expanded right to repair, forcing electronics makers to share parts and manuals with independent shops. And California's new allergen law requires large restaurant chains, those with 20 or more locations, to list the top 9 allergens on their menus. Why you care? Pricing and menu rules carry real penalties for getting them wrong. What to watch? If you advertise prices in Connecticut, audit every menu, website, and sign today to fold mandatory fees into the number customers actually see. Story 3. A trade deadline most owners aren't tracking. Today, July 1st, the U.S., Mexico, and Canada hit a scheduled checkpoint to decide whether to extend their trade agreement for another decade. This joint review determines whether the pact renews cleanly or starts ticking toward a sunset. Why you care? If you import parts or sell goods across North American borders, your duty-free treatment and your supply chain certainty ride on the outcome, and that flows straight into your cost of goods. What to watch? Ask your suppliers this week whether your cross-border inputs stay tariff-free under the agreement, so a sunset clock doesn't quietly raise your prices later this year. That's your Wednesday. Higher wages, new rules on pricing and menus, and a trade deal in the balance. I'm Alex. Back tomorrow with 3 more.